Okay, let me give you one reason why you really need a steering dampener for your CFMOTO 450MT.
Oi, 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 oi. Good suspension. That is where I miss a steer damper. Almost lost it there.
I am using my old Scotts steering damper. This came off my KTM, and due to the video clip you just saw, I immediately ripped this off the KTM before I sold it because it is really necessary. The front of the CFMOTO is just so lightweight that it goes all the way left to right. It's called the dead wobble, I believe. It was equipped with TFX suspension, front and back. It does have it all. Only if you ride 70, and yeah, let's be honest, you don't want to crash with 70 kilometers an hour. So this is my solution. The Scotts steering damper and the Uncle Wang bracket just came in, and I'm going to place it underneath here. And here you have the little piece that came in from Uncle Wang. So this one and this one goes over it. And I have this little kit from Uncle Wang, costed me 60 euros. And I have the Scotts Dampener quite some time already, but it came from Braid Garage. What you need to do: unscrew your handlebar. This one goes underneath. I noticed that there was limited information available about this setup in a video. So what you need to do is this little bracket goes like this, but then under your risers. Okay, I have it sort of loose. Let's use bigger tools. Everything is so freaking tight. Do know these are very tight, and I have damaged myself 2 times already, but we are nearly there. And the handlebar will probably maybe a bit too high for me. I am not really sure, but if that's the case, I will order different ones from these. Okay, and where you need to start is this pin down there below. Sure. So this plastic piece will constantly be pushed away by the Scotts dampener. It'll sit like this. Well, completely fine with that. And I really do my best to film this properly for you. Okay, and as a test, where it should go. Okay, here you have the ID. It's very hard to film and to install actually, because you have limited space. You have 2 of these black brackets, one over there and one over there. That goes tightened to the bike. Then you have this little pin over there that goes also tightened to your frame. And as you can see, the bottom of the Scotts steering damper, this piece lines out with the pin. You need to use the washer provided with the whole package. Then you have these large pins that should sit like this. Like this. Okay, so what you need to know is these things should not be mounted like this. They should be the other way around. Like this. Only, as what you can see, there is no space. This way it fits nice and easy. And you can see I have space in between here. And if I twist them like they should be mounted, they hit the dampener. And as you can see like this, there is lots of space, so I cannot tighten it. And when I try to do it with a little bit of force, I am destroying stuff. Okay, as much as I wanted it to a 1 or 2 hour job, you can see the handlebar, it's way too high. Only when you turn around the risers it will fit, and that looks very stupid. So I'm going to step in the car and go to Jarno, because he does have lower risers instead of the big ones. Well, you can see what I mean. This is a Harley now. It's way too high, it doesn't look very nice. Yeah, it looks very stupid. So be aware of that. If you order the Uncle Wang Scots bracket, it does not fit straight away. You need to have other risers, which I'm going to pick up now. See you in, I don't know, an hour or so. Okay, welcome back in the little garage. I switched to the DJI camera because it's much more easy, and I am going to wrap this up. Why is this wet? Strange. I'm going to wrap this up, and here is the front view of the risers. And it took me a week or so to have the new bolts in. Let me grab them. Okay, I had to go to the shop to get one of these. Well, actually I have 4 of these. One is a M1035 and the other one is a M1030. Here is the original riser, quite big. And there you have the new risers which I applied. They are way smaller than these ones. That way you still have a nice and low position with your handlebar, instead like that it is a ape hanger Harley Davidson or something like that. I need a bike this Sunday because we are going to ride off-road. And what I can confirm is that the 35 is exactly what I needed. This is the difference. Nice and tight. Like that. And then we have this kind of situation. Low risers with the Scotts Dampener, which is sitting nice and tight underneath here. And let's mount the handlebar because it is on. I flipped it over and that's probably not good for the braking reservoir. And it all fits nice and tight because the handlebar and the front wheel is now all the way to the right, and it's a close one, but let's see if this is what I want, and else I have to buy another risers. Okay, this video is only about the Scotts Dampener. I have lower risers which my friend Jarno had laying around, so that's nice. And I also have another handlebar which you really need to know. This is the current setup. And as you can see, I am not finished yet because this is a foam pea and this is no foam pea yet. But this is my current setup and I need to adjust it. But this video is all about this one and how it sits on the bike and how it works. Dampener is mounted to the bracket that goes underneath your risers. It's quite thick. I don't have the exact measurements for you, but you need to have lower risers for this to fit nice and tight. So you have the little pin mounted to your frame, and that's this little pin. Let me shine some light. This is how it sits. And from the other side, this is how it sits. That's it for this video. This is the result. The reason why you need to have this is because of the dead wobble that can occur during wheelies and landing and at straights. I have a free day tomorrow, so I am going to mount the rally tower with Rick, and the video will come out next week. I think the bike's then good to go. Suspension, I also need to mount suspension laying around at Jarno, but there is limited time and there is so much to do. So I will move the suspension to another week. So yeah, sorry about that, but one thing at a time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.